Hi there! Let's explore one of the applications for implicit modeling in Inspire fluids. We've prepared a heat exchanger model for the demonstration. The outer shell will be the bounding solid of our model. Inside the outer shell, there's a lattice we created in the implicit modeling ribbon. This part will become our embedded solid, and will keep our fluids isolated from each other. Let's begin by using the bounding solid tool to designate the outer shell as the bounding solid domain of our model. We can use the default material. Now we'll designate the lattice part as the embedded solid. We can use the default material for this part as well. Now let's look at the fluid domain. Let's create a fluid domain with the Create Fluid Domain Satellite tool. We don't need to worry about the fluid material here, because we'll be assigning different materials when we designate the inlets and the next steps. Recall that our lattice part keeps the two streams isolated. We'll set up the first inlet to take in hydraulic oil at a velocity of 1 meter per second and a temperature of 350 Kelvin. The hydraulic oil will exit the heat exchanger from this outlet. We can leave the gauge pressure at its default setting of 0 pascals. The next inlet will be for the coolant. We'll use water at the default velocity of 1 meter per second and at a temperature of 283.15 Kelvin. Now we'll create the final outlet, again leaving the gauge pressure set to the default value of 0 pascals. Now we'll use the face tool to set the ambient temperature and the ambient heat transfer coefficient for our part. We can leave the ambient temperature field set to the default setting of 298.15 Kelvin. But we'll set the ambient heat transfer coefficient to 25. Now we're ready to run a simulation. Before we run the simulation, let's ensure that our voxel grid is high enough resolution for our lattice part. We want to have high enough resolution to fully capture the part, but we also want to have the simulation run in a reasonable time. Let's set the voxel size to 1.5 millimeters. This resolution should serve our purposes for this demonstration. Higher resolutions are possible, but the higher the resolution, the longer it takes to calculate the simulation. Finally, let's ensure that Compute Thermal Problem and Include Solids are enabled, since this is a heat exchanger part. Now let's run the simulation and see how this heat exchanger looks in action. It can take a moment or two to run a simulation, so we'll skip to the results. Let's click the flag to open the results. In the convergence table, we can see that the heat exchanger is doing its job. The hot hydraulic oil has dropped in temperature from about 350 Kelvin at the inlet to about 346 Kelvin at the outlet. Our coolant has picked up some of that energy. At the inlet the coolant is about 283 Kelvin, and at the outlet, its temperature has risen to about 285 Kelvin. Now let's watch the fluid in action. Now let's get some quantitative data. We'll create face callouts for each inlet and outlet. We'll look at the gauge pressure and temperature for each face. The callouts show that the hot hydraulic fluid loses both pressure and temperature as it passes through the heat exchanger part. And the coolant increases in temperature but loses pressure. This is only one of many applications for implicit modeling in Inspire fluids. Also, you can optimize the design of your model by assigning variables to its dimensions and using the Design Explorer to optimize the design. Thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe for more tips on getting the most out of your Inspire products.